What's up, old school metal vinyl fanatics? Welcome back to the channel for the second installment of my beloved Triple Trash Treat series. The series which is guaranteed for me to lose at least 100 followers every time a new episode is uploaded, because somehow people can't cope with the fact that my taste in music is superior. You know what this format is all about. In each and every episode, I'm gonna choose three records out of my collection, which I absolutely loathe and can't stand, and roast them like there's no tomorrow. This time, you might wonder, why do I have these records in my collection? Good question. I wouldn't really know how to answer that. I guess I'm just a stupid person who enjoys spending his money on things he will never listen to. First record, we're gonna take a look at Cyanide, A Descent into Hell. My goodness, this is just completely unbearable. This is one of the worst records in my collection. And mind you, I'm a huge Cyanide fan when it comes to the stuff that they released from Death, Doom, and Destruction up to the present days. That's when they sped up their tempo. But the first two releases by the band, namely Die Dying Light and The Descent into Hell, my goodness, what sleeping pills those are. Whenever I'm, having an insomnia attack, I play these records and I fall asleep like after 10 seconds or so. No, all jokes aside, I swear I haven't been able to listen to this whole thing in its entirety, because it's just totally nonsense to me. Like, this album just doesn't make any sense to me. It will probably appeal to fans of stuff like, early Winter, Cathedral, and that kind of ultra slow death doom, which I never really liked. So maybe it's just a matter of me not liking this specific subgenre. But yeah, this record is just absolutely unbearable to me. One of the worst LPs in my collection. This edition is actually the triple vinyl set that the Crypt Records put out in 2012. The original version was released on CD in 1993. It's still up for grabs, so if you want to have some incredibly boring example of American death metal, feel free to get in touch. It's still available on my Discogs page for like €80, I think. This is the version on black. No, I think it's a version on this weird golden vinyl color. I think it's beer-like, whatever. Includes a pretty killer poster of the. It's a very, very huge poster. It's actually two here. No, there's one that doesn't really have any relevance here, but there's the poster I'm referring to. It's you have this huge, gigantic reproduction of the cover artwork, which is absolutely killer. Everything, dare to say, everything about this record is flawless, except for the music itself. The music absolutely blows. Really can't stand it. As such, I beg anyone, please get in touch and take this piece of shit out of my hands. I don't want to see it anymore in my collection. Mind you, I used to be like Facebook friends with one of the guys from the band. Had to remove him, unfortunately, because typical boomer kind of approach to life, not exactly the kind of people I want to be associated with. I recently found out, I was not aware of, that my copy is actually number 1 of 666, which speaks volumes on how many times I played this third. Absolutely not needed in my collection. Get the hell out of here as soon as possible. Just like Overkill, everything Overkill released, with exception of the first mini LP, can definitely get the out of my collection. This is Killbox 13, the album which they recorded in 22. 22. Released on vinyl, thanks to the kind of, let's say, the vinyl countdown, which I have no idea what kind of, I'm trying to find out who is, the vinyl countdown. Never heard about this label before. 1,000 copies, it has been sold recently. Like, this album is a complete waste of time, in my opinion. Like, Overkill, to begin with, is an incredibly overrated band, in my humble opinion. Their first mini LP, FUCK, U, is a pretty good one, I'll give them that. Rotten to the Core is a killer track, but that's about it. My first confrontation with Overkill dates back to 1992, when I bought their Horoscope album, which for some reason My local friends kept raving about us, so I said like, okay, let me buy it and see what this is all about. And I was like, okay, is this like it? I mean, it sounded like very, like a light trash. If if Overkill was a beer, it would be like one of those really wimpy, cheap light beers like Corona Light or Budweiser Light. That's the best comparison I can come up with to describe that incredibly lame and boring music. It's the way they introduce this album is kind of priceless, literally. Like, Overkill deliver a toxic dose of raw thrash metal in this critically acclaimed album. But acclaimed by whom exactly? Like, probably someone who is not, too bright. Recorded in 22, Overkill returned to their original rough and ready style for this 10-track release, unleashing their trademark solid rock sound, an undiluted shot of pure thrash metal, an undiluted shot of pure boredom. That's what Overkill is on this Killbox 13 album. Absolutely not recommended, a waste of space and room on my shelves. Glad I sold it. There's one reason more for me to hate Overkill. It's the fact that their singer is an absolute D-bag, referring to this, whatever his name is, like Bobtus Blitz Ellsworth or whatever. Really tend to forget names, but yeah, I don't want to remember this person. I read a couple of interviews of his, and there was one that was published on Blabbermouth where he went full political and said some of the most delusional, dysfunctional crap I've ever heard. First of all, he started going like, yeah, I don't like Obama. I mean, fair enough, your choice. And then he went like, what do these Democrats think they are just because they have a better education? They think they have more rights than the common American worker. And this type of, completely delusional boomer crap. I mean, of course, people who have a better education are supposed to have a better understanding of social issues like public healthcare, politics, economics, as opposed to people who have been playing shitty speed metal and drinking beer for the past 25 years. So get the hell out of here. I don't want any more Overkill stuff in my collection. I still have a couple of records. If you're interested in that, just get in touch with me. Last but certainly not least, Amon Liar in Wait. Now, of course, you know that this is the band that the Hoffman brothers formed after being kicked out by Glenn from D-Side. And as a huge D-Side fanboy myself, I was actually very thrilled when I heard that they were forming Amon back. Amon was the first incarnation of D-Side, of course, and released an album. I mean, you have the guitar skills of the Hoffman bros. What could possibly go wrong with that? Answer, absolutely everything, because this record is absolutely terrible. Everything stinks, from the cover artwork. Who came up with this incredibly ridiculous cover artwork? And the music itself, like, absolutely generic. Wouldn't say it's necessarily the worst thing ever released, but really it's so tedious and boring. I struggled to get to the end of this album. Everything's so generic here. Vocals are just monotonous. The songwriting, where did your songwriting skills go, bros? I mean, were they, I don't know, like, did the roids take them away from you? I don't know, but the fact is, this record is absolutely a waste of money and time. Whoever wants some dash of incredibly untalented and boring US death metal, please get in touch. I'm asking €15, maybe even less, for this third to get out of my collection. So guys, I guess that does it for this installment in the series. As usual, kind of interested in knowing what you think about these records. Do you share my controversial opinions about these bands and records? Feel free to let me know down in the comments. As usual, I'm asking you to be respectful. Please don't resort to name calling. Stop calling me a troll if you dislike or if you disagree with my comments. I'm open to any kind of feedback, even negative one, if properly motivated. But yeah, please avoid any kind of disrespectful comment, including comments regarding my nails length, which is kind of ridiculous, honestly. Like, how old are you guys? Like, are you 12? Are you really, I don't know, are you stupid enough to the point of, like, trying to, I don't know, diss a person just based on the way he grows his nails? I mean, just grow the fuck up, guys. You're not kids anymore, I suppose. Whoever follows this channel is probably like in his late 30s, early 40s, I believe. So please cut the crap, stick to music, and let me know what you think. And till the next time, keep it loud and heavy as always.